Hey guys, welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are still in the middle of a war between with Genoa and Sweden. This is the standard war, I think I'll call it. This is the war that just happens over and over again until eventually someone just goes home. The moment no one's gone home, because there is no home to go to right now. There's just a lot of soldiers dying on the battlefield. This war has been going for far too long, far longer than you'd think it should. And it'll keep going until one of us gives up. And I will tell you who's going to give up. Not Great Britain. Not today. Not ever. We do have rebels rising up all over the place though, and Spain's not looking good, and Norway is looking pretty shocking as well, but you know, all that doesn't matter when you really come down to it, because I just attacked another fleet of Swedish origin and we won. And they are blockading me. I'm worried that at some point they're going to attack Great Britain, but they haven't done that yet. If they were to try, then we may have problems. But it's all about having a lot of problems all over the place, isn't it? It is. Just to answer my own question there, it's exactly what it's about. But hopefully we are reducing their size of forces, and that'll... like, their manpower is going down, and I think I have a greater manpower per month gain. And if that's the case, and the amount of mercenaries we're able to afford, we should be just constantly pushing them back. Right now it looks like nothing's happening. Which... they're spending a lot of money to keep their war exhaustion low. How is their manpower at the moment? Armies total, because they're one of the... well, they're not one of the largest armies anymore. Genoa's manpower is almost gone. And Sweden's is still fairly strong, but that's because we've been fighting a lot of Genoa, and we've even been taking Genoan territories. So that's to be expected. Sweden, however, is still being a bit of a pain, but we'll deal with them eventually. The Wenddish Empire is actually trying to deal with them, but I don't know how well that's going for them. I'd like it to go better than it currently is, but we would all like our allies to be doing better than they currently are. There is a battle somewhere, which... oh, here? Yes, we're allies in this war, except for the fact that we're not. The Bavarian alliance is kind of confusing. I really would like to build up a fleet to beat up these Swedish, but... yeah, no, I'd really need to be certain that I would win. I think in future I do want to have a stronger alliance against this inevitable Genoa-Swedish war. And speaking of this inevitable Genoan-Swedish war, I wonder if we can get just Genoa out of this war, actually. Sue for peace. Is Genoa interested in just leaving on their own? They are not. We need to get 10% before they're interested in that. What if... we can't get Sweden out of this war because Sweden's the one in charge of it. We are at 15% though. Our demand is simple. All we want is the annulment of the treaty with Genoa. How much more do we need to get that to happen? There we go, it's this button. Britain is making gains, have acknowledged this. The length of the war, current peace offer, they don't like it. The fact that Sweden still holds Stockholm, yeah, okay, they're still quite happy to fight. And that'll change. Very quickly, in fact. We lost a fight against Bavaria. Yeah, happens. Shouldn't, but it does. In fact, I think they just wiped out my regiments. Oh. I was going to use those guys later. And hopefully, I do. Why is this war being lost? This is what I do not understand. Oh, because they occupy some of our land. Looks like Bavaria's... No, I thought Bavaria was attacking. They look like they're being bold and then they run off again. So, you know, they're actually cowards. They just look like they're being brave. They're like cats. They like run in, look like they're being brave, and then just sprint off again. And a cat, I think we all know, is the bravest of animals. I realized midway through that. Oh, here we go. Upper Burgundy has ceded some land to Tyrol, and that means I'm no longer fighting two wars. And that means you guys are now in trouble. Because now I don't need to be worried about your shit. Now we can just fight. Like men. Brave men. Men who are sick of your shit. And that'll probably weaken the fact that their opinion... No, they're still fairly confident. Well, alright, be confident, Sweden. I cannot. Because what I will actually do is, when I get Genoa down a little bit lower... What does Genoa need for this breaking of alliance... Oh, nullifying of alliances with Sweden? Okay, I don't have enough war score with just them, but if I did... No, they're still not happy about it. That's okay, we will deal with that over time. There's 48 regiments of Genoans there. That is a thing that we were aware of that it existed, but it's something we didn't really expect to fight. Just more regiments, please. Tariffs on fur. You know what? We can tax that. It's fine. Because we need the money. This is how you started a war of independence. You just start demanding money from your colonists. Also, there are rebels. You know, if I could go and fight that group of 49 regiments. No, that sounded good in my head before I started talking, and then I started talking. I was like, oh, that's actually a really bad idea. It's the opposite of a good idea. Anyway, so long as we can hold that one province that they want for this war. Oh, they only need 8 more points. And we're going to get those 8 points soon. I know it in my heart to be true. Of course, they did just capture more land, but... Come on. 8 more points still. Okay, 9 more points now. It got worse. Damn. And what worries me is the Genoan forces are actually coming in a way that I actually am going to find very... You're outraged. You're outraged. You like me. Cool. Do we have a free diplomat that we can ask for military access so we can sort of run through here? Actually, even if we do, there's nowhere to retreat after that. Okay, so we have to come around here, which is the land which... darn. Upper Burgundy we can escape into, and then... They don't really have an escape path. Okay, who's going to be there first? They're going to be there on the 7th of June. We're going to be there on the 4th of June. Okay. Is there any way you will... No, you're outraged. There's no way you're going to do it. Aha! Here's our way through. We ask for military access. And we go north. Too many diplomatic relations? I know. Don't worry, we're planning on dealing with that in a second. Then once our... Oh shit, they're coming. We don't want to be here. Actually, it looks like they're making some gains as well. That's troubling. I don't like them making gains. Okay, we need to chase those rebels down before they take another province. Oh, I think I see why they're trying to make gains. What's that? And rebels taking over land. Brilliant. That's what I always like to see. Okay, my next plan is we go up through this way. Ask for military access, that's fine, we'll cancel it in a second. Okay, and that gets our armies together. It's fine that, you know, some natives are attacking somewhere. Jeez, we just don't have the manpower for this, so that's the problem. It's always been the problem. This problem has never stopped happening. We have fought very well, though, I think, considering what we're up against. I mean, we could probably have a white peace. We could have a white peace and get a province. You know what? They're willing to give us a province? What are they giving us? Suruta? They're giving us that? It's a win for us. No matter how you look at it, that is a win. Oh, because it's not actually... You know, I don't particularly want that. I would rather... Can I just get a gold? Some ducats? No. I think so long as we can not lose this province, which we're about to lose. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm gonna. I wonder if we can just get just Genoa out of it. Because if we can get just Genoa out, then we can really. No, we can't get just Genoa out. They're not at -10. Okay, that's it. We are going to end this war. I'm not happy about ending this war. I want to make that clear. I did not do what I really wanted to do in this war. But I think when it really comes down to it... Okay, all mercenaries detach and make a separate unit. We're going to get rid of these mercenaries. We will be recruiting them again one day. But I think, for now, having this war over is more important than anything else. I'm not happy that we've ended this war with not a victory or a loss, just kind of a meh. But I am glad that the war is over. I think that's what it comes down to it. We needed this war ended, and we need to rebuild. We need our fleets back, But one thing we will make sure of is that we are not this weak in the future. And that, the future planning, is very important. So we're going to merge these forces. All mercenaries detach. Jeez, that was most of my army. Well, look, we don't want to have to pay for them. Jeez, there's like a huge army in here, but most of them are just dead. 78,000 men are required. We're getting 1,000. It's going to take us like 4 years to recover our armies. Okay, that's fine. 4 years to recover our armies and manpower. The fleets will be a lot easier to recover though, at least. There's probably more mercenaries around somewhere as well. Probably in there, maybe. Just looking for that little mercenary button to shine up, the one that I've been clicking. Oh, that's right. I forgot we were becoming a colonial nation. Well, let's repay the loan that we've got. We cannot. Okay, let's hold on to the loan that we've got and repay it another day. The good thing is, while this was all going on, we were still getting land by the colonies, and that hasn't changed. The bad news is we still have work to do. I would have loved to get a province in a war that I should have lost. These places are still working hard to get caught up. And in fact, let's take it to speed 3. We don't need to do anything else right now. Got these 8 regiments just sitting here because we do want to start a war with the Native Americans very soon. In fact, I think that's something we might be looking at. Oh, more manpower! Yes, we are pleased. Always pleased for more manpower. In fact, if we were to sort of colonize down this way, actually it might not help because manpower is quite low because a whole bunch of reasons actually. German patriots, Portuguese nationalists. Oh. More than I really expected to have to deal with, but okay, German patriots. That's something I don't have the manpower to deal with. I really do not have a lot of manpower for anything right now. We're really quite weak. If we got into a war with someone, I think they would just have a good time. Okay, let us... I know we just got rid of a whole bunch of mercs, but let's get some more mercs. Just infantry, really. They'll be recruited pretty quickly, and then we can try and stop this Granada thing going on. We can also become Defender of the Faith. How would that help us? It wouldn't, not really, anyway. I'm worried they're about to take Granada, this another province, which is annoying. But again, I have to just tolerate it. They doesn't look like they actually did succeed there. One thing we do need here is a leader, and our leader can be this guy. Actually, it looks like we had a spare leader anyway. This guy has better maneuverability and better siege skills, so he'll have to do, and hopefully he'll win. It'd be embarrassing if he lost. Already he's doing fairly poorly. But thankfully the mercenaries seem to have poor morale. One thing I might do right now, because I've realized how much we are lacking it, I might build even more armories and training fields. It's going to be expensive, yes, but I think if we can get more manpower per year... This just sounds like a political speech. With more manpower each year, we can defeat the enemies. Who are our enemies, you ask? Why, the Genoans, and the Swedish, and those people who sell those little fish. Who are they called? What's that? They are the Swedish? Yeah. Fuck those guys. Not often in a political speech you hear someone say fuck those guys, but that's the sort of way that Emperor Walther is. He's 52 years old. Give him a break. I mean, Emperor Walther is an amazing emperor. We all love him. It's what we've got to know about Emperor Walther. And with more manpower comes more victories. And more victories means more going home to your wife. If you don't have a wife, you can kidnap a wife. What's that? That's slavery. Apparently that's slavery. I just really sound like a weird Cave Johnson in my mind. Cave Johnson, we're done here. Cave Johnson's always done here. Okay. We're spending a lot of money just to get everything trying to put everything back in order. I think we can reduce some inflation. I mean, reducing inflation is clearly it's clearly God's work. God hates inflation, you know, because prayers are worth less, and the economy, and yeah, the economy is really the problem. Apparently Sweden is fabricating a claim. Really, Sweden? Did you learn nothing from that great war we just had? They're like, no. Alright, well, I was kind of hoping you would. But we didn't. Okay, no, I get it. Calm down. You calm down. Sweden gets mouthy. Okay, so what we wish to do is we want to try and annex this place now. Apparently it'll never happen because my war exhaustion is too high. Can we reduce it? Or someone's war exhaustion is too high. We can reduce it by spending diplomatic points. It's probably not a bad idea. It was my war exhaustion. Okay, well, let's start to annex them. And that'll fix itself as time goes by. We're now getting fur. Brilliant. Fur is good money. And one of my colonies becomes self-sustaining. Great! It's excellent news. So that's more money into Harlequinia, the best colony in the land, obviously. And we are ready to move this way. Oh, wait, where are we going? Ohio. Right. Yes, Ohio. I forgot. In fact... Oh, there's no settlers there. Where is our settlers? There's our settlers. No? We've got 2 settlers, and I don't know where one of them is. I've lost a settler. He's here. Okay, we don't actually need you there. Because we're going to continue to spread into where... Yeah, we can recall it definitely. I was worried that someone was going to excommunicate me during that war. I didn't really want to be excommunicated, not today. Not today when I have so much going on. So busy being an emperor. They don't tell you about that in the books, but it's very busy being an emperor. And with all this extra money, we're probably about ready to have a trade fleet. Oh, looks like our king died. Disappointing. Male Sichuan the First, Seklane. My heir is not looking that great, unfortunately. How old is my heir? He's 31. He's not very good. It looks like when the Wendish Empire king dies, there was a succession war between me and Byzantium. That would be one hell of a war. How old is the king of the Wendish Empire? 43. Oh, yes, the succession war would be brilliant right now. Why do we have a succession war? Do you have a royal alliance? You got a royal marriage with Byzantine. Of course you do. How's Byzantine look in the way of military? Well, they're not looking bad, actually. They're looking fairly good. Do they have any good allies? Georgia, they don't have anything major. Alright, no, that's fine. But one thing we would need is a good fleet to fight them. And that, I think we all know, is pretty important that we get that fleet up and running soon. Okay, I want to create a new unit just of these trade ships. And they've got to start patrolling Bordeaux. We need that back. Because that is a good source of money right there that we cannot really afford to be just not having. Also, in the way of ships, we can have, like, 100 more ships. I think more caravels is important now, because more caravels is more money. So we're just going to click wildly on everything that we can find. Look at us clicking wildly. Okay. A loan is coming to be due soon. That's a royal marriage offer from Austria. I'll accept that. And natives have uprisen because they're dicks. Of course they have. You can probably just go to Ohio. And once we actually get to the Native Americans, we might even start taking them over. Because that would be good times. Harlequinia is very strong right now. We're all very proud of Harlequinia. I mean, no one else is colonizing. I don't even think anyone else got the ideas for colonizing. Religious ideas, trade ideas, you didn't. Sweden sometimes does, but I think Norway is the one that does it, not Sweden. No. No one's really thinking about expanding. This may be a game where we do not explore much of the world, because all the other areas that do explore the world just aren't here. Which is kind of funny, because all the major powers that, colonize the world just did not show up. I think we own, most of them. Which I am pleased about. I mean, we own France. Okay, wait. The Holy Roman Empire... I was like, the Emperor is enacted an imperial reform? No, I didn't, but they didn't mean me. Even though I am the Emperor, they meant a different Emperor. Sweden, no, you're not allowed to get any papal power. That'd be right foolishness, it would be. And we're going to start putting some more points in that one where Genoa's winning. But ultimately, I think we didn't come ahead in that war. I thought we did, but we didn't. But we didn't lose that war outright, which is good. And we are now, there's only 68,000 men we need. We cannot really increase the size of the army for the next few years. And look, those numbers are going up, so that's bad times. But in a few days, we will have these places called. And that, I think, is the greatest gift that we could receive. We converted people to the one true faith, of which I'm not actually sure how long I'll stay there, because I was kind of thinking maybe I would switch to, Protestantism. I don't know yet. It's all a mystery. And this loan is going to be due soon. It's going to be due in a few months. So we really got to keep an eye out on that. The Cardinal went to Genoa. It's frustrating. We're still in charge, though. And another province has become self-sustaining. And my boats. Yes, my fleets. Okay, here we go. Everything's being fixed. And now, since we are back to the normal pace, I will bid thee adieu, and I will see you next episode, where I think we prepare for a war with Byzantine, because this is gonna be a bloody war. I wonder if we can get an alliance with Hungary. No, we can't. They don't like us. Shame. What about Pisa? Do they like us? Pisa's sort of okay with us. They might think about an alliance with us one day. If we get an alliance with Pisa, that'd be very good. Anyway, I will see you next time, guys. Bye! Meow.